Welcome everyone to the very first episode of Dev Drop, a new weekly episode covering any significant news for the past week or so relating to software engineering or any other topics like that. So if you enjoy this episode, remember to leave a comment and like below, and then I'll make some more. I mean, I'm going to make them anyway, but you know what I mean. First up, last week we had Microsoft Build. So Microsoft Build this year was online, and that introduced some new and improved tools for developers that provided more efficient ways to get things done, ranging from AI to improved connected experiences. I'm just going to go through the top 3 that I thought were really amazing. Microsoft Project Cortex is an AI used to automatically organize content across developer systems and teams. Project Cortex extends the capabilities of Microsoft Graph to map knowledge of people, content, and modern work. And this uses Microsoft Graph to deliver the personalized knowledge throughout the Microsoft 365 suite. So that covers things like Microsoft Teams, Outlook, and Search. Next up, we have Microsoft Project Reunion, which aims to bring Windows application development together and make it even easier to build new applications on Windows 10 versions and new devices. So what does that exactly mean? So we're going to be making Win32 and UWP APIs available in the OS decoupled. Well, I said we. I really have no say in it, but that's what Microsoft's doing anyway. I don't know why I said that. But DirectX is also coming to the Windows Subsystem for Linux, allowing for their Linux applications to now run on Windows. It was also announced that implementation of GPU hardware acceleration is coming to the Linux subsystem on Windows. So that's all great news for developers and anyone looking to get involved with Linux in the Windows subsystem. Likewise with the integration of new AI tools to help the productivity suite with new APIs. Next, last week we found out that Angular 10 is also coming into a release candidate. So they announced that midweek last week, I guess. And as we know, Angular 9 was released in February this year. So this is a welcome addition, and that should be simple to upgrade once it comes out, since the jump from Angular 8 to 9 was a more significant one. So what does Angular 10 actually bring? It brings a new compiler interface that wraps the actual NGTSC compiler, and then a generic has now been made mandatory with module with providers. TypeScript 3.9 is also now introduced and has been added while removing support for TypeScript 3 and below. So that's a bit of a sticky one, and it might be something that can maybe hinder your upgrade experience in the future. There's loads more content to check out, and there's more comments to be made about the release candidate coming out. So Angular normally takes around about 6 months after the release candidate first comes out to actually be deployed into a stable build. So keep an eye out, and I'll keep updating you on what's happening with Angular 10. Finally, we also got the first Python 3.9 beta, which is still in development, but it does indicate a big progressive step from 3.8. Python, one of the first things that was noted last year is that Python is now moving to a yearly release schedule. So what does Python 3.9 actually bring? Well, Python 3.9 becomes faster due to improvements with the VECTORCALL protocol being added to range, tuple, set, and more. I think lists and dictionaries are also covered in that. So if that's something that interests you, I'll have some more comments in the description below about where you can go read about Python 3.9. Python 3.9 also introduces new features for strings and dictionaries. They come with new methods that allow for removing prefixes and suffixes. We also have new union operations for the dictionaries. Loads more can be found in the description below, like I just said a moment ago. Well, that's all we have for this week's Dev Drop. It's a bit rough. I'm just getting used to the idea of using a teleprompter and everything like that. But if there's any feedback about how I presented this or any other news that you would like me to look into for next week's Dev Drop, please leave the comments below or message me privately and I'll look into that for you. As usual, everyone, thank you very much for watching this video. If you enjoyed the content, please leave a subscribe. I really do appreciate it a lot. Thank you guys for watching this video. It's a really quick one just to bring you the latest developer news. So, as usual, guys, keep on coding and everything and stay safe.